Okay.
Okay, we're back for part 3. I went ahead and tidied up some of the other smaller items so that I can have a little bit more room to display what I have left. And let's see here in this final sort of heavy tool packet here. I have a few different items here. First off, we have the ACR storm whistle. It's a little flatter than some of the other whistles out there, so I like to keep it in the kit because it's kind of cramped for space. Here we also have the primary fire starting method, which is a 3-inch fire steel. Usually what I use for a striker is that P38 can opener, but really any of these metal implements in the device in the kit will work. Yeah, like I said, the P38 seems to work the best, especially if you sharpen the side a little bit on a grinder. Here's another little backup fire steel. I had it just because it's smaller than the next item, which is a space pen refill. So it fits, so I thought, why not put it in there. Like I said, the next item here is a space pen refill. Really, when you take apart a space pen, there's nothing special about it. It's just this refill, and the refill works just as well as a full pen. It's a little smaller, it's kind of hard to write with, but it fits in the kit, and it works pretty well, and you can write everywhere with it. The next item here is, I'm not going to take all this stuff out, but inside there is quite a few different size sewing needles, sailcloth needle, things like that. This is also the fishing kit, so I have lead sinkers, fishing hooks of a couple of different sizes, mostly small sizes because it's not like I'm going to be fishing for anything large in a survival situation. And I also have a couple of finishing nails in there to make traps with if need be, or to nail things up. A million different uses. So originally I had this kit in one of these little tough Ziploc bags, but I found that even though it's pretty tough plastic, the nails and the fish hooks and the needles seem to just pierce it anyway. So I thought I'd put it in this really hard plastic case so that I don't stab myself when I open the kit. Here we have the rear end of a hacksaw blade. I have it facing the other way. Some people cut them off to where the teeth are facing the other way, but I like to grind and to have it where it cuts things when you pull, because it's such a small size. It's kind of uncomfortable to hold. So if need be, I could use that Kevlar cordage to put a loop on it, and then it's a little easier to use. It's a lot harder to push it this way. I've also cut it off at a 45-degree angle so that I can strike the fire steel like if I need to, or pierce things if need be. And finally, in here we have one of these Derma-safe razor blades. These razor blades are pretty. You have a lot of different uses for a razor blade. They're kind of fragile. You can't really use them for the tip, even though it's sort of flat. You can't really use it for a screwdriver because it'll just break. Just like every other razor blade, but this one is a little bit better than regular box cutter blades because this one can close, and I really do not enjoy cutting myself when I open this kit, so this one works pretty well. You see them in a lot of other different kits. So let's see here. Speaking of cutting, here is the main multi-tool for the kit. This is the Leatherman Squirt PS4. It's a really good multi-tool. Looks like it's the best one I can get for that size. The Gerber one, which is the one they put in the official military kits, the Gerber one is a little bigger, and it doesn't seem to have some of the items that I wanted, like one of those really legendary Leatherman blades, which is just razor sharp. Plus, I really like, even though they're small, I enjoy having the scissors. Just because scissors are a little bit more useful than just a knife blade. And finally, here in the kit, we have a Fresnel lens, which can be used obviously to see things as primary usage, but you can also use it to start fires if need be. So a lot of people say it's pretty hard to do that, but here in the Pacific Northwest, it's pretty much impossible to use this to start a fire because it's wet here all the time. Except in the summertime, and if it's really dry, you have really strong sunlight, this right here is actually quite effective, a lot more effective than what people realize. And then finally here we have 3 sheets of Write in the Rain paper, just to go with the space pen, leave notes, draw maps. lot of people put paper in their survival kits thinking, oh, they're just going to leave a note for somebody to find. Well, this right here is not going to be seen in the woods. I mean, it's tan. I mean, even if it were blaze orange, people were not going to see it. But it could be used to draw maps with, and since this Write in the Rain paper has sort of, it's lined, but it also has a sort of grid on it as well, it's a lot easier to draw impromptu maps if you get lost, which I may actually cover in a different video. And that's all we have. The rest of the tin's empty, and like I said, if you took all these contents and put it in the bag, what you're left with is a metal tin, which you can then use to boil water, dig a hole, do a lot more things than what just a regular Pelican case would offer you. Now, I know that it's kind of a comically small amount of water you can boil, but I mean, hey, it's better than nothing. That's why I have other water purification devices on me and in this kit, but I just like the options of this are afforded, and it's all about redundancy and being able to do things that you wouldn't be able to do with just a regular Pelican case. So if you have any comments, questions, concerns, just go ahead and leave a comment below or shoot me an email, and my email address is listed below. And as always, like, comment, subscribe.